Classic Restos, proudly brought to you by Shannons Insurance and thetradingpost.com.au. G'day, I'm Fletch, and this is Classic Restos. It's the classic car show that showcases vehicles from yesteryear. These are the lucky ones. These vehicles have survived. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Australia's most favourite classic car show, Classic Restos.
Hello and welcome to these exciting overseas American edition episodes of Classic Restos. Buying, browsing and selling online has never been easier with the Trading Post. Now if you visit thetradingpost.com.au, you'll see how they can help you, and they're the only people that will give you the good as gone guarantee when it comes time for you to sell your vehicle. Now these particular American edition episodes, I have to put special thanks to my insurance major sponsor, Shannons, because without their cooperation, this trip wouldn't be happening. Now you can contact Shannons on 134646. And of course, visit Shannons online at shannons.com.au. They've got one heck of a website. There's so much stuff there to look at. And you can also be a part of the Shannons Club. Go to shannons.com.au for more information. After all, why wouldn't you support Shannons? They're the only insurance company that turns up to almost 100% of motoring events around Australia. There is no doubt that any classic vehicle insurance company support people like yourself and me any better than Shannons. Check them out soon. Now, if you like fruit, you're going to love this, because I'm about to bring you, over the next number of weeks, some exclusive footage of motoring museums plus more across the United States of America. So I suppose you're thinking, what's that got to do with fruit, Fletch? Well, let me tell you, I thought there is no better way than to start these American editions than from the Big Apple here in New York City, New York. So why am I almost 20,000 kilometres away from home? Well, it's easy. I thought I'd come to New York City for the weekend. You know, give me a chance to have a look around and stretch my legs before the hard work really starts over the next 20 days. Follow me. Come on, you know you want to. We can talk cars together.
New York City is an amazing place. Too much to see in a weekend. 6 months wouldn't be enough. It's the most populated city in the USA, reflecting almost the entire Australian population at around 20 million people, outlined by a sea of yellow taxi cabs. The regional economy here is worth $1.28 trillion, while the real estate romps in at $802 billion. There are 5,818 completed high-rises here. 92 of them stand taller than 600 feet. Then there's one of the tallest, the Empire State Building. Built in 1931, there's 102 beautiful stories of Art Deco architecture at 381 proud metres high. Here I am standing on the magnificent Brooklyn Bridge. This connects the boroughs of Manhattan with Brooklyn. The bridge spans 1,500 glorious feet, and it was completed in 1883 as the first steel wire suspension bridge. Brooklyn Bridge is an engineering marvel. It opened on the 24th of May 1883, and some 1,800 horse-drawn vehicles along with some 150,000 people gathered and crossed the bridge to mark the occasion. It was built at $15.5 million, costing 27 lives of brave men during its construction. To the left of Brooklyn Bridge is the astounding Manhattan Bridge. A two-storey twin-direction bridge opened to traffic December 1st, 1909. Manhattan Bridge spans the East River, connecting Lower Manhattan with Brooklyn. The suspension cables are almost 1 kilometre long, while the total length of the bridge is 6,855 feet long, or a little over 2 k's. Real estate in New York is expensive. You can hire somebody's backyard for a barbecue at $100 per hour if you're lucky. It's the place to buy food on the sidewalk and grab a free smile as well. This and a whole lot more makes New York City incredibly interesting.
Okay, you probably always wondered when you've seen the movies, the steam coming up through the streets, through the big cast iron grates. I've asked 3 guys this morning, where is the steam coming from? One guy reckons it's from the subway. Another guy reckons it's steam blow-off valves from the mains supplying steam to the hotels. And the third guy, he thought that it was coming up from the sewer. People have been breathing this in for years, for as long as time here in big cities like this. And just recently, they've discovered it's unhygienic to breathe it in. So what have they done to fix the problem? They've just put a chimney stack right over the grate. They've annihilated a traffic lane to divert the steam to a higher place. I think that's amazing, but I am also horrified to think that it may be from the sewer. Just imagine that. Phew, jeez, Uncle Ralph's in town. Phew. Now, of course, when you do New York and the Big Apple, you cannot miss the opportunity across the East River on the ferry to Staten Island. Now, years ago, had you immigrated to the United States of America, chances are that Staten Island would have been your first port of call. And of course, you can take in fantastic sights along the way, like the sensational Statue of Liberty, which is certainly symbolic, meaning and welcoming people to the United States. Here we are in Wall Street, New York City. Now, you may have heard the expression on Wall Street, the bulls and the bears. Well, the bulls are renowned to push the prices up in Wall Street, where the bears are renowned for clawing the prices back down again. Symbolic to Wall Street, behind me is a bull. Have a go at the size of it. It's huge. It's an incredible thing to see here on Wall Street, and that is no bull. You know, it's a shame in this life that we live that sometimes a disaster has to happen before something is appreciated. And up until that point, things can be taken for granted, very much so. Behind me is Ground Zero at Lower Manhattan, the site of 9/11. It doesn't really need any introduction, but an element of eeriness can be felt. And watching television at home, the best way I can explain the size of Ground Zero would be like imagining 2 football fields side by side. It's a sad reminder of where 2 incredible buildings once stood, each at around 1 acre in area. On a positive note, it's also good to see the construction of the Trade Center replacements. But as for the original trade towers, they stood proud over the city skyline. Need I say more?